Welcome, students and parents. I am Pete Garvey, or Mr. Garvey, and I teach government at Mountain View. Thank you for coming. So at Mountain View, we have a motto, and it is family, love, and respect. And in social studies, we believe in developing intelligent and active civic leaders. The government class. So Thomas Jefferson said, "I know of no safe depository of the ultimate powers of society but the people themselves. And if we think them not enlightened enough to exercise their control with a wholesome discretion, the remedy is not to take it away from them, but to inform them of their discretion." This is the basis of public education in America and in our democracy. The idea here is that if the people are not smart enough to make decisions, we don't take the decision-making ability away from them. Rather, we educate them in a free and appropriate public school. So here are the major themes of our class, the government class. It's civic beliefs, it's participating in civic life, it's the Constitution, institutions of government and public policy, even Virginia and Fairfax County government, the public agenda, public policy issues, rights, individuals in society, the global community, and even we do some financial literacy as well. In my classroom, we have 10 tests, 4 essays or projects, 36 current events, and a class participation grade. There are 10 tests, and for each test, the student receives a packet, instruction, and a study guide. And tests can be retaken without penalty. You may not retake them immediately or even the following day. You may have to spend a few days remediating, but our goal is to get students to understand the basics and to be able to show that in an assessment. I have 4 formal essays or projects. Students for each of the essays complete a large pre-writing activity, and for the projects they do a lot of pre-writing for that as well. These are intense assignments that require critical thinking skills. Students for current events, they choose and read 2 articles from a reputable newspaper each week. There are 36 in total. For each one, the students write a 3-paragraph response. And paragraph 1 is just a simple summary, the who, what, where, why, and when. Paragraph 2 requires some analysis, some critical thinking, where you have to say, what's your opinion and why, and support that. And then paragraph 3 is the most creative and the most difficult, which is you create a solution to the problem you identified in your opinion. Or you show a way to replicate the good thing that happened in the article that you read about. These articles have to be about governmental issues. They can't be about sports or entertainment or things that are not as serious as, say, some of the important issues that face our country and our government today. Participation. All students are expected to participate in classroom discussions. We have formal and structured discussions that encourage all students to participate and give them opportunities to participate so that they can earn a good grade on the participation side. Let's talk about technology in my classroom. Every student has access to a laptop in my room, and students will collaborate using many different technologies, including Google Apps and Google Maps, Prezi, podcasts, iPads, etc. It's a very intensive, collaborative, and technological room. We're very fortunate here at Mountain View, and students seem to dive right into it. Attendance, and this is a big issue. In my class, if you miss more than 3 periods, I'm going to ask you, the student, to explain the reason for each of them. I may decide to invite your parents or mentor or counselor or administrator into a meeting. And in fact, you're welcome to invite them into a conference as well. If you miss more than 7 periods, we're going to review what we went over before, the attendance contract that we made at 3. We're going to organize a conference with you and me and your counselor. We may also invite other teachers and parents. We might do that. And we're going to suggest a new plan and initiate other possible procedures. But after more than 7 absences, I may decide to drop you from the class. And here are the factors I will take into consideration. How did you communicate your absences with me? Before, after the absence, or not at all? Did you just not think it was a big deal? You can send a text message to my email account, which is pgarvey@fcps, and if you put that in your cell phone right now, you'll be able to send me, hey, I'm going to be late, okay, or I'm going to be absent. I'm also going to ask you, what were the reasons? for the absences, and are you trying to fix the problem that caused it? How quickly did you make up the work after being absent? Were you successful in the class? What's the impact of attendance on you? Even though you missed a number of days, are you dependable? I mean, there's one thing to say, you could miss 7 days and then say to me, well, I'll definitely be here tomorrow to meet with you to talk about attendance, and then you miss that day again. That could be a bigger problem. On the other hand, if you miss 7 days very quickly because of an intense sickness or a problem with your family or even a car, but then you don't miss another day, I think those are two very different situations. Okay? And how likely are you to miss additional days? And that's a really big question. If you miss 7 days very quickly, and the reason is because you have a car that broke down, which everybody understands, but you're not going to be able to fix that car for another 3 months. I don't think we're going to keep you in the class until you get the car repaired, and hopefully you'll have more time to make money to fix the car. So, take control of your attendance and get out in front. Email me, email your counselor, call the school. Make sure everybody knows what's going on with you when you miss school. And does anybody have any questions for me? If you do, please just email me at pgarvey@fcps.edu, and let's have a great year. Thank you.